Hi class 8, this is your Seema ma'am. Today I'm going to start from important terms. In previous video I have already explained few terms like natural resources, census, migration, birth rate, death rate, sex ratio, density of population, metropolis, natural growth rate of population. Today I'm going to explain dependency ratio. First, you know the meaning of it. The ratio between economically working population and the dependent population, so is known as the dependency ratio. It means it is a ratio between population which is economically working, means earning money, and those who are not working and not earning money. So they are dependent on those who are not earning money, they are dependent on their father or son or mother or daughter or anybody else. So the ratio between working class and non-working class, or those who are dependent, shows dependency ratio. Now next one is demography. Demography, when we study about the changing figure of population on different reasons like birth rate, death rate, means increase in birth rate or decrease in death rate or fertility rate or by migration, in migration or out migration. So the study about all those factors of a given place is called demography. Now, age composition. Students, the number of people in different age groups in a country. So through census, officials establish the number of different age groups in our country, like population between 1 to 5 years, 1 years to 5 years of age, how many population is between this group, and 6 to 10 or 11 to 15 or 12 to 18 or 20 to 40 or 40 to 60 or 60 to 80. So these type of age groups, so it means how many people are there in each of the groups. So this is age composition. So one can find out what is the population, which is our population. Younger generation is more than old generation. Like our Prime Minister Modi always says, always tell that India is a very country of youth. So it means the age group between 20 to 40 or 40 to 60 is more than 60 to 80. So that is why we term our country as young nation and most working class country with lots of human resources, we may say. Now, occupational structure. It refers to the distribution of country's population, country's people according to different occupations. Students, in any country or in the whole world, people are engaged in three types of economic activities. Three types of these economic activities are primary activity, secondary activity, and tertiary activity. So primary activities are concerned with agriculture, fishing, and mining. So people, those who are engaged in this type of activity, means those who are doing agriculture or fishing or mining, they are doing primary activity. Now those who are engaged in processing of goods by using natural resources and converting them in useful products, so it means they are involved in secondary activity. So many types of industries can be considered in secondary activities. Now tertiary activities. So tertiary activity is third group. So people who are engaged in supporting primary and secondary activities or service providers are called tertiary activity, means the people are engaged in tertiary activities. So the number of people involved in primary, secondary and tertiary activity can be shown by occupational structure. So India is a developing nation, so most of the population is engaged in primary activity. When we compare developed nations like USA or United Kingdom or Italy or France or any other country in the world, those who are developed. Now, population growth. It is a change in the number of inhabitant of a country during a specific period of time. So, this time also, in this corona period, during this pandemic, highly people are moving from one place to other place. They are going back to their country. So population can be moved from one place to another place. So this suddenly the number can be changed. But when we count the number of the inhabitants, not migrants but inhabitants, so that is known as population growth. Now, literate, how many people are literate in a country? According to census 2001, a person aged years, means age of years 7 and above, who can read and write with understanding by any language, is treated as literate, means those who can read and write in any language. Okay, they can be considered as literate. Today this much only. Thank you very much.